the community stream which failed on Friday due to some technical issues. So welcome back into Panzar on Monday. Definitely not our favorite Monday of the week. Yes, Gramatnyu, it will be in English. I'm sorry. So the main topics of this stream are who will get the remaining 3,000 rubles from our January bash out bonanza. Second question, we'll be answering every single question that our friend Mr. Unsishba posted on the forum. Now, as it seems that my computer seems to be working pretty slowly, just bear with me while I close down a few things. Okay, now it should be working better. So, the winners of the remaining 3,000 crystals, guys. So, there were basically, it was a form of tie between two teams and two clans. Clan 1, Golf Wang, Team Blue Mountains. Clan 2, Pro GCD Hackers, Hack from the Space. Now, if you were following the tournaments, you will have noticed that both of them were ranked in 2 out of 3 tournaments, which left us with quite a complex question. How are we going to divide 3,000 crystals? Do we do it evenly or not? So I looked at the results and concluded that Blue Mountains Golf Wang had been placed higher both times than Pro GCD Hackers Hack from the Space. So how we've decided to divide these remaining 3,000 crystals, we are going to give 2,000 to Golf Wang Blue Mountains, and we will give the remaining 1,000 to Pro GCD Hackers Hack from the Space. So in total, along with Team Exclusive, which received 3,000, and Anwan Sanik from Armada, which also received 3,000, that makes a 9,000 crystal jackpot. The first 2 clans have their crystals should be arriving tomorrow. Now, Clan Golf Wang, so Blue Mountains and Hack from the Space, you have to send me the chars and your crystal breakdown, and we will sort out getting you your crystals across. So that is 2,000 crystals for Blue Mountains and 1,000 crystals for Hack from the Space. Congratulations, guys. Moving on to the big theme of this stream. I meant to do it this weekend, but unfortunately I wasn't available. And I'd much rather not do it on a Monday, but it's quite urgent, so we're going to do it on a Monday. So I just basically copied and pasted all Mr. Unsishba's questions onto my phone, so I can look at the questions and answer live right now. So there was, I believe, there were 9 questions, and then a sort of a special question, which apparently didn't count as a question in the post, but it was a question. So the post starts off with, special question, are you interested to help grow the European community? I'm a bit confused about this question, as I am the community manager, so considering it's my role and responsibility to improve the community, to support the community, I would say very honestly, yes, I want to grow the European community. I want the European community to improve, and I want to see very strong clans and very strong teams emerging from this community. So, question 1. Disconnects. Seriously, guys. I've been accused of not reading some topics, but maybe you should watch some streams too. So, disconnect, still known for over 7 months and still not fixed. Statistically not quite exact here. You'll notice that there are a very small minority of people who seem to have very regular disconnects, whereas the majority of people are able to play fine. Disconnects come from a few sources. They mainly come from hardware, internet service provider. Very occasionally they will come from our data center, but that is very occasional. And we have proved that we have been working on the game stability. We have achieved incredible game stability for Panzar. So there are disconnects for some people, but I'm going to repeat myself. For the majority of players, they are not affected by disconnects. So I can't really go over this anymore. I'm going to move on to the next question. Good topics like this one, and now here he's referring to these this whole thread about suggestions to the developers. Our developers read your topics. Our developers, our support, we read your emails. You don't necessarily get an answer every time, but we do. Everybody, there's constant feedback. It's a double channel. We decisions made inside Panzar offices are not made within a small test tube completely excluded from surrounding situations. The reality is that I am surrounded by talented developers. I am surrounded by incredibly talented artists, and I am surrounded by directors and management of the development team who are excellent. You play Panzar because you love Panzar. It's a good game. We provide you, it's Panzar, what can I say? You play Panzar, you love Panzar. This is from these people who are sitting behind me, sitting in the other offices. So here you've got to trust us. Just because we don't disclose all the information on what's happening at Panzar, this does not mean we don't care about what you say. This does not mean that we are just developing it absolutely outside of any opinion from the community. It just means that our developers have a vision. You have to trust that vision. Steam doesn't give us many new players. Why don't you go a little into your pocket and pay for advertising? You've probably heard about this, guys. Level cap, server merge, it's coming, and it's coming soon. And there's no point in us advertising until we can offer you these forms of gameplay. Until we can offer you a server merge to increase matchmaking, to decrease matchmaking time, to get you faster battles, and to give you level 30. It will be a preemptive strike on an empty field. So, when we've got this up and running, in a very short space of time, I will give you enough notice, then we will go and advertise. So just hang on. PvE, really? I'm trying to put the intonation behind that. I want first level 30, not PvE. Come on, what is PvE for on this amazing game? Some people like PvE. We got some pretty good feedback from the exclusive showcase. If you watched it, Mr. Unsichtbar. Just because you don't like PvE doesn't mean other people don't like PvE. And how would level 30 and PvE be mutually exclusive? So that means if you PvE, you don't get level 30? That makes no sense. And sitting in a game studio right now, I can tell you that this is not mutually exclusive. On no level can this game, just if there's level 30, not have PvE. And just because we're doing one thing does not mean we're not doing the other. Is it clear? We develop things, we develop ideas in parallel. Just because we don't spend our time talking about it doesn't mean that things aren't happening. Next question. Why can't you put the same client from RU to EU? Okay, this is a practical matter. We have different player bases, different regions, geographical regions. And we need different social structures because we have different partnerships with different companies. So, for example, if there is an office of some sponsor that's based in Russia, they may not have the goods or the authorization to be dispatching prizes off to the other side of the Atlantic. If we work with sponsors based in Europe, these sponsors will probably refuse to be dispatching prizes to Russia, where they probably also have a different office. And not to mention problems with customs. These are very, very practical issues, and these are the reasons why we, even after the server merge, we will be keeping our social structures separate. So that there will still be the European community, there'll be the Russian community. These words, we are working on it. Can't stop laughing. You're not working on it. Like the DCs, said the server in French. I'm not really sure what the question is here. I hope I've answered all of this beforehand. And the questions that I haven't answered, please, please, please read some of the topics or watch some of the streams, because I can't repeat myself every week. 8. Language mistakes are funny. Who is your translation man? Have you... Okay. Mr. Unsichtbar. There is a topic called Queen Bee Needs Your Help, where everybody else has figured out that they can post translation errors on there, because we are aware there are translation errors on there. The only way for us to figure out where exactly are all the translation errors is if everybody playing notices one when you're playing out, ooh, that's wrong. Let's give Queen Bee a hand. So there is a post, there is a thread. It is a global sticky. It's called Queen Bee Needs Your Help. So please help me. Post the errors on there so I can collect them, and then we can go about correcting them. And finally, penalties are really cool with these DCs. My opinion is basically no penalties until DCs are fixed. Now, as I have said, this is a minority of people. The majority have stable connections, they have stable gameplay. They're not affected by this. It's unfortunate, sometimes it happens, but you will see this happens in a lot of games. So I'm not going to be very cuddly. I'm not going to be super, oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes I can't bow down all the time because I've spent so much time explaining things. Now, if there is anything that's not clear, feel free to ask some more questions. However, I do recommend not flaming people on the forum, and this applies to everybody, okay? You can have an opinion, but don't flame or troll people who have different opinions. It's pointless. So, it's Monday in the Panzar Studios. Queen Bee is tired. She hopes she's answered all these questions. You're all going to debate on the forum, so I guess I'll have the joy of watching and reading what you've said. For all the others, I'll see you in the game. And for those who do have disconnects, send us your crash files. There's not really much. Just try it. So it's Monday. It's Panzar Studios. It's -10 outside. I'm logging off.